Now which character should I go for? There's a lot of characters in Overwatch that I could do it on. But I mean, there's just way too many to think of on the top of my head. If only there was some person, somebody in this room that I could decide on. It would really be hard of a decision. Man, there's a whole bunch of heroes. Oh, hey, Bastion, didn't see you there. Do you want to be part of the next Overwatch episode? Alright, Bastion, I know you're excited to be part of it, but can I ask you a few questions before I get into it, just so I can get the real you, the real character of you? Alright, Bastion, first question. Why are you so OP? Okay, Bastion, you say you're not OP, but I mean, with these stats up here on this paper, I mean, you're pretty much invincible, you know? I mean, it's insane with all these stats you have on this paper. You're pretty much OP, Bastion. You're pretty much OP, in my opinion. Bastion, I believe you are OP. I mean, the stats can't lie, and your tank is pretty much unstoppable. Oh, okay, Bastion, calm down with the turret. We don't need to have a turret out. It's just a simple Q&A, you know, before we do the character analysis. You know, I just want to know a little bit of part of you, alright? I'm really sorry about it. But, and Bastion, where's your bird at? I don't see it around. You usually have it flying around you, but I really don't see it. Okay, Bastion, we're not going to murder anybody here, okay? You know, I'm just going to come right out and say it, Bastion. I apologize for being so rude to you, Bastion. I am so sorry. Okay, Bastion, I'm really sorry about that as well. I accept your apology. But in actuality, you really are fucking over. What is going on, ladies and gentlemen? Three-man broadcast here. I am your host, Hardy Snipe, and today we are back with another Overwatch character analysis episode number 2. And this time, as you see on the screen, we are going to do one about a character that pretty much everybody thinks is one of the most OP characters in the game, and that is Bastion. And as usual, we have to go right into it with the depth of battle. And for this one is a pretty much easy choice. You have to be very, very close to the objective. I mean, like, he's so dangerous when he's on defense, especially when he's on points, like being on an objective or even being on attack. When you're on attack, and let's say you capture the objective and like a payload's moving around, Bastion can get on top of that payload, be in turret mode, and just kill everybody in its way. So the depth of battle for Bastion, I would say, is very, very close. He's good on points and objectives, and he's a very, very great defensive player. So now we're going to the abilities of Bastion, and he's mostly have 4 types that I see of Bastion. He's a turret. He can self-repair himself. He also has the basic SMG type class, which is just him moving around. And then he has his ultimate, which is the tank configuration. And the tank configuration is where his strength lies, because he is such a great, very heavy damage type player. He can deal damage to anybody in a certain radius. I mean, his damage for a tank is 205, and the sentry as well is 35. Is the 35 rounds per second, which is the fire rate. But his damage is 4 to 15 damage. But his fire rate is so high to where it can just mow down people like that. But in defensive game modes, I would have to say I'd probably play Bastion. In attacking modes, I would probably second guess using Bastion. Defensive game modes is where he can play his strengths. Like I said, he can go in turret mode and control points and pretty much just lock down the team. And he is a pretty much, I like to call him a lockdown defender. He can lock down a point, lock down an objective if he wanted to. The only weakness I believe that he would have in his game is that in turret mode, he does have a glowing area in the back of his turret to where people can easily shoot it and he'll die. But because his turret mode can go 360 degrees, that weakness is pretty much it's pretty much rendered useless in a way. So guys, we're now going to go into the tips for Bastion. Tip number 1: make sure to be in turret mode for the majority of the game. Yes, I know it's cheap, and some people, this is the main reason why they say he's OP in this regard, just because of his turret mode. But it is so devastating and can wipe out a whole team. And it's just so amazing. So make sure to be in turret mode the majority of the time. Maybe you can go recon mode if you want to move around, but majority of the time be in turret mode so you can lock down a certain hallway or an objective. Tip number 2, heal only when needed. Yes, Bastion does have, like I said before, he does have a self-repair function. But I do see Bastion as not a defensive type. I do say a defensive type player, but they categorize him in Overwatch as in the defensive category. I would disagree with Bastion being in the defensive category. Yes, he's a great defensive player, but I'm more of seeing him as a tank type of player. You know, he doesn't have high health, but he does have just the right amount of health at 300, just the right amount of health to be able to be a tank. So, I mean, only heal when you need to just because his health is so high, but if you do get caught up, let's say you're in turret mode, somebody shoots you from behind and you didn't catch him beforehand and you were like really low on health, fall back, heal, do not be in turret mode for that long. Tip number 3, only ultimate. Use your ultimate only when they're when the enemy team is in groups. Yes, the tank mode can do damage to one player, but when the enemy team comes into a group, when they come into a group and they're trying to capture, like I say, an objective, a control point, or just move with like a Reinhardt, the tank configuration ultimate is so good with riot dealing. When you're trying to disperse a whole group of people in an area, the tank mode is so good because if they don't move away from you, you're pretty much just gonna blow up and they're gonna die anyways. And many times you can win a game just because off of Bastion tank, or even can win the play of the game rather with the tank ultimate. And that will go right into our last and 4th tip, is that you'll more than likely win play of the game. That pretty much is why Bastion has pretty much been OP since the beginning, is because pretty much every single time Bastion's on a team, the play of the game is always going to be him in turret mode, always. I mean, I have seen tanks do 4 kill streaks, 5 kill streaks on top of that, but pretty much when you see a Bastion in turret mode, you're going to pretty much say, yep, he's won the game of the play of the game rather. So Bastion, like I said before, is the majority of the characters that people see as too powerful, but in the right hands, and hopefully with these tips as well, you can make that come to fruition and hopefully make the other team rage quit in due time. So guys, that'll be it for this Bastion character analysis. If you have your own tips of Bastion, or even disagree with my own tips on Bastion, make sure to click that, or make sure to comment down below. If you're new around here to this channel, do not forget to subscribe. If you like this video and want to see more of it, click the like button as well. Thank you guys for watching, and I will see you in a later episode. Take care, everybody. Okay, guys, sorry about that. I already know I did the outro, but I forgot to do this in the post-edit update. But as you can see on the screen right now, there is a hero gallery, as I like to call it, where previous episodes of heroes that I've already reviewed up to this point of the episodes will be available. So, for example, this is episode 2 of Bastion, and in the last episode we did do Mercy, and as you can see, both of their characters have been highlighted to show where those videos can be found. The Bastion episode is this one you just listened to, and the Mercy one will be in the annotation in the video. So you can click on, if you click on Mercy, it'll take you back to the first episode to where we did the character analysis on Mercy. So guys, thank you guys for watching. I'm sorry about that, and yeah, see you later.